Authorities say 5 people were wounded when the suspect barged through the front door and attacked worshipers.
And he sped off, leading authorities on a manhunt that ended just a few hours later. We have team coverage. CBS 2's Christina Fan reports from Harlem, where police captured the suspect.
But first, Mark Liverman has more from the synagogue in Muncie.
This attack happened on the 7th night of Hanukkah when people were praying inside of this synagogue. It also happened at the end of Shabbos as people were praying, welcoming the end of the Sabbath. Hard to even imagine how terrifying this would have been when a man came running through that front door that you see there, wielding a machete and started stabbing people. Early this morning, we saw people out front of this home here comforting each other, just trying to make sense of how something like this could happen.
He took out his knife sword from a holder and started hitting people back and forth. He didn't say anything. He screamed after me when they came out here. He screamed after me, "Hey you, I'll get you."
I have 3 patients right now down, heavy bleeding. I need multiple ambulances, please, at least 4 to 5.
Victims laid out on stretchers, being rushed to ambulances, surrounded by people trying to help. At least 5 people were stabbed Saturday night in an attack on a synagogue in Rockland County.
He moved to the front door. He could go straight into the kitchen, and the dining room is the first thing. First, he went into the dining room and hit a few people there. And then he went to the kitchen, he hit one guy there, and then he came back to the dining room.
It happened at Rabbi Rottenberg's synagogue on Forshey Road in Muncie, New York. Police say the suspect, whose face was covered with a scarf, came into the synagogue during a Hanukkah celebration and pulled out a machete. That's when he started chasing after people inside, stabbing them as they tried to escape.
What's going on? And that's the question that we don't have the answers, and people are genuinely scared.
Police say the suspect took off, hopped into a gray Nissan Sentra, and drove away. Then, just after midnight, he was arrested in Harlem.
The people that were stabbed tonight, what did they do? Did the perpetrator even know who they were? Or just knew that they were Jews?
So far, police haven't released any other information on the 5 victims, although Orthodox Jewish Public Affairs Council co-founder Yossi Gestetner says one of them was a senior.
The least severe case is someone who has been stabbed only in the hand. One of the rabbi's children were also stabbed.
Governor Cuomo directed the state's hate crimes task force to investigate the attack.
It's time for people to be introspective, try to reach out to our neighbors, understand each other better, and take an absolutely firm stand against violence against people.
And so far, police haven't released an update on the condition of those 5 victims. In Muncie, New York, Mark Liverman, CBS 2 News.